Kefir time, Kefir time, da 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 da, Kefir time, Kefir time. Welcome back to Ariana Makes It. I am Ariana. I have to make some kefir, and I figured I'd take you along this journey. I have to start my ferment for my kefir. I have some in here. We're just, we use it every day. But I have to make it every day. This is what I fermented last night. Okay? Well, I fermented these two. And it should fill up my half gallon. If not, I'll just repurpose my milk gallon. But here we go. How do we make, what is kefir? Kefir is fermented milk. It's not quite yogurt, but it's not quite milk either. It goes through a different process than the yogurt. Yogurt relies on incubation and a heat, residual heat. Not a lot. Like practically no heat. I just wrap it in a towel. And I keep it when I make yogurt, I wrap it in a towel. I put it in my pan, my pot. I heat the milk. I wrap it in a towel. And then I let it cool. And as it cools, it starts to do its thing. This is not that. I can use cold milk. I've never really tried to use hot milk. I would suspect warm milk, not hot, would speed up that fermentation process, and then it would just out of control. So this is yesterday's, and you're gonna have to excuse me because I'm pretty far away from you, so let me see if I can't do this. So it's always so difficult when I'm trying to do it. Like, here we go. We're pouring off some whey. There go my curds. Trust me, it's not sour. When you smell it, it smells like yogurt. Because it's a yogurt drink. It is not quite yogurt. And then I just push the fermented milk through. My son loves this because he says he likes the fizzy. My daughter likes it because she says she likes the yogurt taste, but it's not yogurt. And I'll just keep pouring this through. Like I said, it's a thicker milk, but it's not milk. It is milk, but it's fermented milk. And I'll keep doing that until I get all my grains separated. The thing with kefir is how tangy you like it. I have learned that my kids like it fermenting no longer than a day before it starts to take on a not real tangy taste, but tangier than what they would prefer without sugars. They strictly use bananas to sweeten it. I like mine with honey. And once you finish doing that, you're going to be excuse me, you're going to be left with grains. And grains are essentially the mother. This is what's going to allow you to make more kefir. I don't rinse this out. that residual kefir in there will help the fermentation. But when I'm done, I'm left with these globules. Some people say they look like popcorns. I'm not going to touch it with my hands because I don't want whatever is on my hands to ferment with that. Some people say they look like popcorn. I guess they look like little popcorns. They're springy. They are variant in sizes. They vary. They can be small like that. I think they look like cauliflower, actually. They can be a big one like that. They can be even like that. That's what's going to make your kefir. Once you're done straining, that's just one. Once you're done straining, you're going to fill up your container again with some milk. Here, get some milk. You do want to clean up around the top. Fill it up with milk. Put your grains back in. Cover it. Put it in your cabinet. Put it somewhere where it's not going to chill. That will slow down. If you make it in the morning, and depending upon the temperature of your house, this will be ready by the time you get ready to go to bed at 10 o'clock at night. It's 9 o'clock in the morning right now. This will be ready by 10 o'clock at night. And if I wanted to let it go until the next morning, that is perfectly fine. Kefir is, because it's fermented, it can stay out. The lactic acid has already been eaten up. I'm sorry, not the lactic acid. The lactic sugars and everything that's in it has already been eaten up by the fermentation process. Just like you can leave pickles out. The longer you leave it out, though, the tangier is going to get, just like with pickles. If you've ever lacto-fermented pickles, the same thing will happen to kefir. If you let it go too long, no, not so good. But you could also just use that as, I use it instead of buttermilk if I've let it go too long, because it's not bad. I'm gonna put this in the cabinet. Alright, here I'm gonna show you, do not waste your money on buying the packages of kefir starter. They are useless. You will never get grains out of those, and they're only good for about 5 batches. If you really want to start a kefir, find somebody who has grains. Usually people who make kefir always have a plethora of grains on hand. Here I'm just emptying my second one and harvesting those grains out of that so I can make my next batch. But don't waste your money going to Amazon and buying those grain packages. You'll never get grains. It'll just ferment the milk about 5 times, and then that's it. And then eventually you'll end up with like spoiled milk, I suppose. Not worth it. But I bought it to do a comparison, and I was highly disappointed. But And it's a scary process when you first started, doing your kefir, because you're not sure what you're looking at. If it smells tangy, not sour, but tangy, like a yogurt, like a plain yogurt, you have kefir. And as you can see, I'm just using regular store-bought milk. Don't let anybody tell you have to have like this $8 gallon of milk. I pay $2.50 per gallon, 2 for $5, and it works just fine. It's been working fine for me for 8 years. But here I was showing you could hear that slight effervescence. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. It's going to continue to ferment, but at a much slower rate, and it'll just get fizzier. And that's how you make kefir.